Yeah, if you're the Houston Texans, and you probably held that hope that at some point the Cowboys got to release him, and we make the most sense, which they did. They're the biggest losers in the whole thing.
Well, I mean, in terms of football and winning football games, I would say Tony Romo's a little bit of a loser too, because I think his career is really unfinished. I mean, I don't know about his back and all the injuries that he sustained, and the fact over the last 2 years, I think he played in 4 games or 5 games or whatever it was. It's got to be really, really disheartening for him because. He was on the precipice a couple times with a couple teams and just was unable to get to the next stage of the playoffs and all that other stuff.
He's the Don Mattingly of the NFL.
Yeah, I just think while I would say it was a really, really good career, it's an unfulfilled one on the field anyway, and I think due in large part to the injuries. So, I did talk to Phil last night.
Right.
He kind of felt like something was coming over the last year or so for whatever the reasons were. He's not mad at anybody. He's not upset at Tony Romo for sure. And, he hopes, I would imagine, to continue doing games in some way, shape, or form at CBS. And hopefully that continues. He will still be a part of Showtime. All I know is he's going to be a real pain in the ass on Showtime.
Because that'll be there every week.
Oh, my God. He's going to be there every week, and he's going to have all the energy, and he's going to have all the opinions and all that other stuff. So now I got to deal with that. It's tough, though, because I know he loved his job, and I know he loved doing what he did, and I know he loved the pressure and also the what I would say the responsibility that comes along with being the number one guy. And it was interesting. Yesterday, I got a lot of calls from a lot of people.
You did.
In our business, media types and, we want to go writers all around the country. Now, I only returned one call because it's a friend of mine that I've known for a long time. And, and it's not going to be easy for Tony.
Well, they wanted you to take not because you're CBS, because you've lived Romo's life.
Right, yeah. So I went right off the field, right into the Monday night booth. And, the one guy wants to know, what do you think? And I said, well, look, Tony is a smart guy. He's a very likable guy. He is actually going to be doing, I don't know how many Dallas Cowboy games he's going to get, but I know he's going to get Dallas on Thanksgiving this year.
He's doing Thursdays and Sundays.
Well, but he's also going to get Dallas on Thanksgiving this year.
Right.
So that will be a very high-profile spot. All the spots are high-profile. We all know that. And, it's not an easy thing because people hear what they want to hear. And I know that from living the life here on the radio station and also at NFL Today and Westwood One doing the games on Monday nights.
Right.
So people will hear what they want to hear. Some people will love him. Some people will hate him. And all you hope for him and you hope for our company is that he kind of gets in there, gets comfortable. And I know Jim Nantz will do everything in his power to make this thing work because there's going to be a lot of heavy lifting for Jim. You say what you want to say, but, when you're working with a novice,
right? And
a guy that's got to kind of figure it out, that's the way it's going to be. So he'll be under the gun. Lance Barrow will be under the gun. And, it's like Phil told me yesterday, he goes, everybody's got to move on. Everybody's got to do their thing. Everybody's got to recognize what happened and move on. And Phil's going to be fine.